Everyone, and welcome to 100% LCFC. My name is Neel and currently I am in San Francisco. You see by probably not the bus back there, I will take you around this way. And if you see just above the trees there, that is the financial district. So I'm from Leicester originally. I'm currently just traveling around the world. I'm coming back in a couple of weeks. So I'm flying to San Francisco, then I'm coming back to the UK. So I've been watching 100% LCFC for a while now, and I thought I'd try and join in and create some videos, and hopefully you guys can enjoy my opinion and some of the stuff I'm going to talk about today. So one of the things I wanted to talk about is Mahrez. So obviously it looks like he's on point to go to Man City for £75 million, which is, if you would have said this 3 years ago when he joined, I think everybody would have laughed at you. But it's incredible, and it's amazing that even he's only going for 75 million, which is the same price as what they paid for Van Dijk for Liverpool. But do you think we need anybody in replacement? There isn't too many people available that I think would come to Leicester, because anybody that we get, that we are potentially going to buy, is not going to be anywhere near as good as what Mahrez is. So the only player that I think that can really fit into this squad would be somebody like Shaqiri from Stoke. I think that'll be a really good replacement. Maybe not as creative, free kick taker, but we've still got a few wingers, in my opinion, who can really do the job. So we've got Gray, who's linked with a £25 million move away from Bournemouth, but I think he'll stay here. And then we've got Diabate, who's really impressed me. I thought he'd be going into the under-23 squad, but he's come straight into this squad and hit the floor running. Then you've got players like Barnes, who Puel brought back from his loan at, I can't remember the team, and he looks promising, but obviously Puel sees something in him in order to take him back off loan to think that he'll fit into this squad better. And one player that I think people have forgot about, I know it's one of Phil's favourite, is Kapustka. Do you think he can come back into the squad and really take on from his loan time at Hoffenheim? I think he's a quality player that's not been given the opportunity. So with time and patience, I think he can grow into one of the biggest players. And obviously he's going to the World Cup this year with Poland. I think everybody will keep a close eye on that, because he really impressed in the Euros 2 years ago, and see what he's really capable of. And if Puel will bring him back, he is the kind of manager that will really develop this kind of player and make him into, I think, somebody that Leicester could develop for the future. And some people that I think we would really develop, some players that I think that we could use that have been with us, that we sent out on loan, or players that we've got on loan. So first one I've got is Dragovic. Dragovic looks like the next generation for Morgan. He looks like just the best replacement. He's a really reliable player. He's kept loads of clean sheets alongside Maguire, and that partnership, along with Pereira and Chilwell, will be really interesting. But it's funny to see from 2 years how much the squad will change. So next year will be third year after we won the league, and how many players will be left from that title-winning squad. So most people will think, obviously there's two in my opinion that will definitely get in that squad. Vardy, and then there will be, that's all my notes by the way, Vardy, and then there will be Schmeichel, will be the only two players that are remaining from that title-winning squad that will start. So anyway, back to this, Kapustka. I think he will come back. Puel will really, but then he brought Barnes back, but he didn't bring Kapustka back. So you've got to wonder why, because of the experience as well of Kapustka from playing international football. You would have thought he brought him back, but let's see what happens in the summer. Another one that's currently on loan that's going back is Mendy. I think his time is up, especially with the amount of players we have in the centre mid position. That's going to be a position where a lot of clearing out is going to be needed. So I think people like Andy King will leave, maybe Matty James. It'll leave room for people like Hamza Chowdhury, Hamza Chowdhury and Ibora and Silva, and we'll see about the centre mid, because that is going to be a big, I think everybody can agree it's going to be a big clear out this summer. So what I've done as well is I've written down a couple of predictions and for this season, for the transfer window and just for the 18-19 season in general. What do you guys think about this? So I've got Leicester City will not break the transfer record. So the last 2 years after buying Moussa, Slimani, what was the season before we broke the record? And Iheanacho, we broke the record for. I don't think we'll break the record this year, even though Pereira came in at 20 million and the transfer market is just going up and up and up and up. Another thing that I've put down is that Iheanacho will be the second highest scorer behind Vardy for Leicester City. I think Iheanacho towards the end of the season has proved his worth and has finally understood what it means to be a Leicester City player, and how the team quite works. So he was an absolutely fantastic buy at the time. We kind of failed to live up to what he was, as good as he was at Man City. But now I think, he'll become the second highest scorer behind Vardy. Another thing I've put down, which I hope this doesn't happen, but I can feel it happening, is Puel will be sacked by December. For those who, I'm a Leicester City fan, so I always want the managers to do well, and I always want them to go into games in order to win them. But with the performances before Arsenal and Tottenham, it did not look too promising. It did look like relegation form if that carried on into this upcoming season. But I think Puel will be one of the first managers to go in the new year, and it's just becoming that way in football. I think in general, where managers, if you think about how many managers have actually ended their careers, ended their seasons without being sacked. So it's the top six. I think Sean Dyche, Eddie Howe, and I think pretty much that's it. There's everybody else has changed manager this year, which is crazy if you think about it. And I think next year we shall finish in 8th place. So let me know what you think, whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong. I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of this setup. So obviously it's very different to a live setup, and I haven't got any internet, and I'm not part of the 100% team. I'm just a fan that's having a go at trying to create content, and just like one of you guys, just putting some more information out there. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm Neel. Hopefully this is not the last time you see me, and I'll speak to you soon.